Hello! I am being reminded that I am not a bike mechanic. Oh, I know a lot, but yeah, it's been interesting. I generally would have a lot more access to a full-service shop if not for COVID-19, so still dealing with things over here. Good news, the rooster that got pecked in the head real bad is still doing okay. I am giving the day to find out, a day, maybe two tops, to determine if I'm 100% sure which rooster did it. But I gotta keep a close eye on the other rooster that had head damages. I just want to be sure. Is everybody in here okay? So the brown one that's in here is apparently a head pecker. I thought it was Feisty Roo, but on second look, Feisty Roo I think is the one. It's really hard to tell. Are you Feisty Roo? Or are you Speckly Chest? I don't know, who is this? And I don't really want to bother our healing rooster right now. But this is a bad bird. This is a bad bird that eats other birds' heads. Because look how good your head is. Your head's in good shape. You're being shamed. Ha. Bad bird. Pick up yellow rooster. So you can see, ooh, you're fine. Chill, chill, chill. You can see this one's head's picked, but not bloody. The other one's head was bloody. You don't like it, I know. Yeah. Picked and feisty, but not bloody, huh? So, we got a little bit longer just to be sure, but it would seem that our rooster that has no damage on their head is probably the problem, and you are probably fine, huh? Boop, 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 boop. Listen to that crow in the background. You're all scruffed. Look at your scruffy self. You're so scruffed. So, the hen is inside. Let's put you back before you get ridiculous. Shh, 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 shh. They don't like being out. The hen is inside to keep her safe. She's right there. And she still hasn't laid. And I do think that that's because the light exposure factor of indoors is much less than out. And I think I need to get that rolling. So progress is being made on that front though, so that's good. I need to water again, because that little bit of water we got yesterday was something. Wasn't a whole lot though. At least it rained a little. But the pots here, especially, and stuff like that. I bet if we look over here, we'll be able to tell how much rain we got and how much of it's already evaporated. Because there's buckets. Oh, that one already had some in it. This one was empty. And it's empty again. So that would say to me that whatever little rain we got already totally evaporated. It wasn't much. Probably never even got underneath where the leaves were covered, because when I went in last night, it was still dry under there. I don't know how much longer it rained for. It looks like it's raining right there. It might just be a heavy haze, but it does look like rain right there. So, yep. You can tell there's the drought because even the invasive, very aggressive weeds are struggling. And honestly, that's kind of amusing. But I'm not going to water weeds. No way. Penny Royal's doing fine. It's his purple stuff. I'll lock the roosters up the rest of the way soon. I was working on the bicycle. I did a video on chain braking and it came out such poor quality that I'm just going to have to do it again. Yeah, look, my violets have died. It's so dry. I have been prioritizing, like, being careful what I water. Because it's been dry enough that water conservation is important. Amazingly, we had this elephant hand amaranth has come up from seed. Not all of it. Some of it's getting all scraggly here, but amazingly, that's doing fine. Even from seed. More lilies. All of my raspberries have been dry AF. Like, basically they're meal. You can hear the rooster crowing in the background. Cha-cha-cha! You can also hear the notification that my oven stovetop is on. That's what that beep is that you hear all the time. I have a tendency to forget I have it on. I am cooking, legitimately, so it's fine. But, yeah, I got those because I kept leaving the stovetop on, too. Are you noticing a trend? There's a trend of leaving the hose on and a trend of leaving things just on, including the gas stovetop. We have natural gas here. Look at the fly. On the milkweed. That's funny. What are you doing, fly? You're a fly. Why are you doing that? That's funny. Yep, there's just a lot going on. Squash are doing fine, too. There's some here, and here, over here, and down here. I planted them and then I never thinned them out, so we'll just see how they do, I guess. That's not my porch. This plant here and this plant here are both doing good, and so is the elderberry. I should go check, because I don't think I've watered in a minute. I kept forgetting to. Oh look, we got another hollyhock. It just so happens to have fallen over. Cute, though. Ba-ba. Look how dry these are. Look at that. Even the monarda is wilting. That's intense. Phew. Okay, good. Alright, for one, this hazelnut's okay. For two, so's this one so far. Here's the third. And how's this looking? Yes. There's the fourth. Excellent. Those are in the location where the prior ones, that's where I've planted 3 or 4 different hazelnuts that all died during drought times. But usually drought doesn't come till August. We just spent more than half of July, more than half of June, maybe the entire June, in drought, so this is very different. This is a different time of year than expected. We have more hazelnuts all up and down here, and then a few here, and they're all doing great. Maypop is fine. Of course, I've been watering it. The thimbleberries that I transplanted are doing great, except the one that I watered a lot. Water it very, very little. Hardly water it even on transplant. That's weird to me. Okay, the grape fell out of the tree again. I keep trying to get this grape to go up this tree. It is not working. Saving more boxes so that I can extend my retainer wall and build up a bunch of wood chips on top here now that I have a few more. Haven't touched that yet. I have been watering downhill and it doesn't get any afternoon sun at all because the sun sets over there. So by about 2 in the afternoon, there's no more sun on this hill at all. So it's not doing too bad down here. The new transplants didn't all make it, but again, I was expecting heavy rains because that's what this season is supposed to have, is heavy rains. This river doesn't catch as many storm systems as the next one over, but I'm close enough in to where I do still get some overlap from the other river, so at least I'm not completely without their storm systems as I was when I grew up. I made it a good 8 miles down the way. Grew up in a town 8 miles on the same river. I like to say I made it real far in life. But I did. That's really a joke. It's okay. So, yep, sun's going down. I think it's awfully pretty. But I would be much happier if it were raining, because it did not rain enough to make up for it yesterday. Whew. Drizzled, but not like a good solid drizzle. Yay. Wow, look, there's even yellow leaves in the black locust. See how it's yellow speckling? Phew. That is dry. This is dry. Yep. But unfortunately, this one's still putting out seed like any other year. Nasty little plant. That's a really awful invasive tree. Pokeweed's doing good. So's the sumac. And so's the American elm, which are these stumps that have leaves coming out of the top of them. But there's also a tree of heaven on the right-hand side, so there's 2 different trees kind of growing together here. So that's what we're looking at. Generally, things are doing really well. Really, really well. I can use the buckets to finish watering the little bits that I do want to get. I do want to add a bit of water to here. Look at that, that's actually killed one of the raspberry plants. So I think I'll bring that bucket up here and just dump it in these. And I'll dump that bucket in here and I'll water the hazelnuts that are up in the gap in the hedge up there. And we'll call it a day. That should prevent loss at least, but yeah, yesterday's rain was not enough to really help with anything overall, unfortunately. I'll keep you updated on the quail. They're doing good. Yep. Smells like it's ripening, and it's having the hoverflies come and check it out as the saps start to eke out of especially maple. We get these little things called sweat bees that come and drink off of it. They don't cause any harm. It's got this real nice, like, aromatic smell going for it. This is a maple, as we decided, and it is exciting. It's exciting to me. Yep. All right, well, let's call it a day, and I hope you're having a good one. Happy Wednesday. Feel free to like, share, subscribe if you want to follow along with whether or not the quail gets better or how the garden does as we continue to not have enough rain, and I'll keep you updated. Take care. Thanks so much. Bye.